What time did your flatmate go out last night?
About 10:30. I was in bed. She called through to me.
Oh, and you didn't know she hadn't come back until this morning?
I've just finished my exams. I was catching up on some sleep. I feel really awful now. If I'd got up...
No one's blaming you, Kate.
She just nipped out for a takeaway. It's only on the corner.
What type of takeaway is it?
Just does pizzas and stuff. They're really nice to us because we're students. Otherwise, it's just beans and toast. This is like a bad dream, this.
Now, you told the officer earlier that Ellison hadn't any friends she'd be likely to visit. No boyfriends or anything?
No, she's really shy, Ellison. I felt a wee bit sorry for her when I met her. I reckon that's how we ended up sharing.
Had she any worries about work?
No. She's top of the class. That's all she cares about, really. She'd never just go off. She's got an AC to finish.
Save on the electricity bills, eh?
Right, in you go. Oh. This way. Graham Coots, Sarge.
Yeah?
I saw Mr. Coots' car mount the pavement. When I pulled him in, I smelled alcohol on his breath. I told him that I thought that he'd been driving over the limit, and he refused to take a breath test.
This is all very silly.
You're lucky he didn't kill someone.
My wife leaned down to reach for a handbag and jogged my arm. I tried to explain.
The officer's well within his rights to request a breathalyzer, Mr. Coots.
At 10:30 in the morning.
Alcohol may still be in the bloodstream from the night before.
Yeah. Well, I felt he had it in for me, I'm afraid. I thought he might fiddle the reading or something. That's why I wanted it done here.
You what?
Right. Full name, please.
It's about the most recent. We were just messing about.
She isn't serious all the time, then?
Yeah, she is. I tried to bring her out of herself a bit. What about her parents? Can you not get one from them?
Oh, this is fine.
Yeah, well, they should be here, shouldn't they? Do they not care or what?
The Cheshire police have talked to the parents, Kate. We'd actually prefer them to stay put. She could turn up at any time. You don't think so?
I told the other policeman that came. She's been getting these phone calls the last couple of days.
Yeah, he said. Go on.
Well, I wasn't in, but this nutter kept ringing saying that he was watching her, that he was liked what he saw and that he was going to get her.
You can trace nuisance calls, you know, Kate.
She thought he was phoning from a call box, disguising his voice.
Why didn't you report it?
That's just Ellison for you. She just doesn't like making a fuss. I think I know now who's been doing it.
Yeah.
He's been hassling her a bit lately. He asked her out and she didn't want to know.
Who's that then, Kate?
Patrick Nealon. He lives down the stairs.
OK, Mr. Coots. As you can see, it's a negative reading of 2022.
Disappointed, officer.
I was doing my job.
Didn't feel like it.
Yeah, well, that's your problem, isn't it?
OK, George.
I don't think it is, actually.
We could nick him for his taste in music, for starters.
Bit fragile this morning, aren't we, Suzi?
What?
That's what comes of skiving off in these courses. It softens you up.
It wasn't a skive, Alan.
What was it this time? Role play? Body language?
Interview technique.
Oh, that's very useful. Mr. Nealon? DC Woods, WDC Croft, Sun Hill. Can we have a word, please?
What about?
Alison Wade. The student who lives in the flat above.
Oh, yeah.
She disappeared last night. Went out to get a takeaway from the place on the corner, didn't come back.
Yeah? No, that's bad news.
OK if we come in? Thanks.
Heavy night, was it, Mr. Nealon?
Yeah,
You do know Alison Wade, do you?
Yeah, not very well.
See?
Well, a place like this, you're always falling over each other.
Is this your stuff here?
Yeah. Think she's in there or what?
Sorry?
I don't know what you want.
Where were you last night, Mr. Nealon?
Yeah.
All night?
Yeah.
Was anyone with you?
Have
you been making phone calls to Ellison, Mr. Nealon?
What? No, why should I?
She's been getting them. Someone's saying they're going to get her.
Wasn't me.
You do know we can trace any calls made to Allison's number?
Well, go on then, because I haven't got a phone, have I?
They were made from a public call box.
So, I never phoned Dad. Got no reason to.
You got some nasty scratches there, son.
Cat scratched me.
Really?
So when did you last see Ellison?
Can't remember. Yesterday. I don't know.
Didn't see her go out last night?
No.
No? I see. Thanks, Mr. Nealon. You've been most helpful indeed. If you could just take a few details.
Yes, sir. I'd like to see an inspector, please.
Tell her to come
I
and
want to
find
make a
you as soon as
complaint.
she gets in.
Can I have a word, Sarge? There's a point I don't understand.
Can you come and find me later and I'll deal with it then? It's all right, Dave, I'll deal with it. I'm sorry, sir, there isn't an inspector available at the moment. I'm Sergeant Cryer. How can I help?
It concerns PC 218 Garfield. He's conducting a vendetta against me, and I'm not putting up with that, I'm afraid.
Right, sir. If you'd like to hang on there just 1 second. Right, sir, if you'd like to come through this way.
Oh, dear. Cato's already on the rampage about the number of complaints.
The Sarge will sort him.
Nealon's hard to suss, isn't he? Like, he's a bit of a loser, but...
You better check him out. Because I'd say if something has happened to Ellison, he's suspect number 1.
Yeah?
Yeah. I can feel it in my water.
Tried that on the CPS lately, have you, Helen?
Yeah, I know her. She's a regular. Didn't see her last night, though.
Are you sure about that, Janet?
Yeah. Quiet, isn't she? Of course, she's done herself up a bit there.
She was on her way here last night. She hadn't been seen since.
I don't know, students.
Was anyone else in the counter with you last night?
Well, Eric went off, what, about 10, was it?
I had a delivery. That's Ellison, isn't it?
Oh, of course he'd know her. You know them all, don't you, Eric?
Give it a rest. She was here last night.
I never saw her.
She didn't come in here. I saw her when I was parking the van. She was talking to this bloke near the bus stop. He had hold of her arm.
What time was this?
Dunno, 10:30, maybe a bit later.
Did you get a good look at the bloke with her?
Yeah. Well, I know him.
What?
He's called Nealon. He lives in the same house she does. He comes in here sometimes.
Now, are you sure about this?
It was him, all right. Funny, he had, like, streaks down the side of his face. I thought, what's that? I should have gone over. But I was a bit late getting back and I knew she'd... Why? What's happened to Ellison?
I hope we're about to find out.
Yeah. OK, thanks a lot. I just spoke to Donna. Nealon's got form.
Yeah?
Drunken disorderly, July 89. Threatening behaviour, October 93.
Time we brought him in.
What?
All right, sign there, please. Number 3.
I don't reckon it's going to take long to get a cough.
It's not exactly the object of the exercise, is it, Helen?
What did they teach you in this interview course, Suzi?
Well, you're supposed to go in with an open mind, Alan. It's not that novel a concept.
Look, pussyfooting around isn't going to help Ellison. She could be lying in some gutter. Sarge, how long is it going to take to get Neil in a brief?
You're in luck. He wants someone from Hargreaves & Co. Stephen Latham's already here.
I didn't know Latham had qualified.
It's something she doesn't know. When was the last time you saw Ellison Wade?
I told you.
I'm asking you again, son. You watched Ellison, did you, Patrick? Saw her comings and goings, took an interest?
No.
I suggest you did. Think back.
I think you can answer that.
No, I told you. It was just like in passing.
There's no harm in fancying someone, Patrick. It's not a crime. You want to help us, don't you, Patrick?
Yeah.
Good, because that means we get the same object in view.
Can I have a match, please?
Ah, there's no smoke in the interview room, I'm afraid. As I was saying, there's no crime fancying the girl.
I didn't.
You asked her for a date, didn't you?
No.
You help us, Patrick. We can help you.
Of course, we can't make any deals.
It upset you, didn't it, when Ellison wouldn't go out with you? You seemed a nice, quiet girl. So you thought you'd impress.
I've got to have a cigarette.
So you started calling her up. Gave you a thrill, did it? Knowing that you could frighten her. Hear the catch in her voice, did it?
No. Look, please.
You okay? If you want to stop.
Where were you last night, Patrick?
At home, I told you. How many times?
Till you tell us the truth, son. That's how many times.
It is the truth.
You saw her go out last night and you followed her. We've got a witness who saw you. He recognised you.
What?
Last night, near the takeaway, you were grabbing her arm.
I wouldn't. I liked her.
And she was pushing you away.
No, I can't remember.
You'd had a skinful, didn't you? Things get confused, don't they?
Yeah, I just don't know.
Does your client need a break for a cigarette, Mr. Latham?
I was going to say that, yes. Thanks.
Interview terminated at 11:35. Perhaps you could find Patrick a light.
Does the name Graham Coots mean anything to you? I don't think so, no. No. You see, Mr. Coots phoned me half an hour ago. He says he came in to make a complaint this morning. He asked to see an inspector. Sergeant Cryer offered his services. Having conferred with his wife, Mr. Coots now feels he was fobbed off.
I wasn't informed.
Mr. Coots is prepared to come in again, Andrew. This time, don't leave it to your sergeant, will you? I think it's important you deal with these things yourself.
Yes, indeed.
Why'd you do that, Suzi? Nealon was falling apart in there.
I didn't like what was going on.
Oh, really?
You were crowding him, Alan.
What?
You were invading his personal space.
Oh, dear.
You keep asking him the same question.
Yeah, because he's not giving us the right answer.
He needed a cigarette break. You made it seem like he had to earn one. He was really getting worked up.
What is this, Suzi? Some kind of brainstorm?
What is the point in asking the same question over and over again?
Because we get a result, and if we don't get under the skin of people like Neil and Gills like Ellison, don't stand a chance.
You're not doing her any favours by coming on so strong.
Look, I know what works and what doesn't, and that's a load of psychobabble, and you're more naive than I thought, girl.
No, it's not. Not all of it.
Can I help?
Using traditional methods, tried and tested.
Trouble is, they're not always appropriate.
Oh, come on, Gov.
We all know anything that even smells of bullying tactics gets the thumbs down in court.
I wasn't bullying, I was simply trying to get at the truth.
Oh, yeah, and how?
Look, he had his brief there with him, didn't he?
And he's as green as they come.
That's enough. What's this Nealon like?
He's a psycho.
Suzi?
I'd class him as a vulnerable suspect, Gov.
Do you mind if I take your place, Suzi?
Sorry?
I'd like to talk to Nealon myself. You'd better brief me. Now, Mr. Nealon, if you get tired or a bit confused and want to call a halt to proceedings, just let me know, OK?
Yeah. I need a match.
There you go. Aren't many of us left, are there? For the tape, I am lighting Mr. Nealon's cigarette.
Thanks.
Now, all we want to do now, Mr. Nealon, is try and establish what happened last night. Obviously, our main concern is to find Ellison.
Mr. Coots to see you, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. Please sit down.
You told D.C. Woods that you'd had a word in passing. Was that it?
No, I had more than that.
Sorry?
I had more than a chat with her. With Kate.
Something happened with Kate?
A few nights back, I got fed up. I had a few drinks.
On your own?
Oh yeah, I don't socialise much. Only upstairs, I heard a party going on.
Yes?
I got riled.
Why was that?
They was always telling me to keep the noise down.
So you went upstairs?
Went up. And she was a bit drunk, I think. She started coming on to me. Well, I didn't mind, like.
Who are we talking about, Patrick?
Kate.
I see.
She said she wanted to dance. I don't know about dancing. She was all over me. I kept saying, leave me alone.
You weren't interested?
Well, as I say, I didn't mind. It was a bit public, that's all. Still, I thought I was in there with a chance.
And did anything happen?
But after the party, I kept going up there. Yeah, had a few drinks first. She didn't want to know. As if she couldn't remember coming on to me. I got angry.
I can understand.
Last night I thought, I've had enough of this.
Take your time.
I went up. I said to her, what are you playing at? I got words for you, women like you. Then she said I tried to rape her, some rubbish like that. Started clawing into me. So I got that.
I see.
The other one, Ellison, she tried to stop her. I liked her.
Yeah, she sounds nice. Patrick, we need to find her.
She was really cut up about what Kate did to me. Like she saw through her. Saw what she was. She came to my room after.
Who did?
Ellison. She wanted to know if I was okay. I said, come in for a sec. She just wanted to get out of the flat.
Yeah?
She couldn't work, she said. With Kate blowing her top. She never knew where she was with her, that's what she said. 1 minute laughing and joking, next ranting.
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Because of her saying I'd tried to rape her. I don't know. I clammed up.
Did Ellison say she was going for a takeaway?
Yeah. Just wanted a breather. I should have gone with her.
You didn't?
No. You don't believe me, do you? You're just like him.
I'm just interested in the facts. Reckon you're due for a break now, Patrick. I think you and Suzi need to pay another visit to Miss Selby. She seems to have forgotten a couple of things.
If we believe Nealon.
Well, let's suspend judgment just for the moment, shall we, Helen?
Of course, once I talked it through with my wife, I realised I had to go on.
In the final analysis, the decision should be yours, sir. It's your complaint, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. My wife merely... Well, you can't have officers going around threatening people.
PC Garfield has an exemplary record, Mr. Coots.
Oh. It's let's close ranks time, is it?
I shall forward your complaint to area.
At least your sergeant had the good manners to hear me out. I'm afraid I should be taking this to the top.
Fine. Neil, escort Mr. Coots to the door, please.
This way, sir. Sir. Who stowed him up? Sergeant Cry had it sorted.
Afraid not. In future, George, I'd like to be in on any problems right at the start. My door is always open, as you know.
I made a mistake, okay?
So you did make a pass at Nealon?
Well, if you could call it that. I must have been... I was just smashed out of my mind.
Why didn't you tell us this morning?
Because I couldn't bear thinking about it. Because, I mean, if Allison's gone missing because of me, like, and he's taking it all out on her...
calls?
Well, that was true. I really thought it could be him. He's a creep.
Why would he call Ellison, not you?
Maybe he thought that she was easy game because I'd just given him a mouthful. She just put the phone down. I don't know, it just seemed too much of a coincidence that all the phone calls started after the party.
So who was at this famous party of yours?
Just my mates from college. Half the street in the end, the guy that works at the takeaway, Eric.
Eric? What was he doing here?
I don't know, really. He's nice to us. When Jeanette's not looking, he gives us extra chips.
How well do you know him?
I don't really. Him and Jeanette used to be an item. She dumped him a couple of weeks back. We just felt a wee bit sorry for him. He was really cut up.
And he was at the party?
Yeah. It was like an open house. He dropped by last night.
You didn't mention that either.
I didn't think. I mean, he was only here for a sec.
Did you tell him that you'd given Nealon a hammer?
I might have done. I was upset still. Why?
Eric was the one who told us he'd seen Ellison with Nealon outside a takeaway last night. He described the marks on his face.
Yeah.
Does he have your telephone number?
We ring him sometimes to put in an order and he rings back.
Do you know where he lives?
No, I mean, I don't know him at all, really.
Get in touch with the takeaway. Speak to Jeanette.
He wouldn't do anything. He's not the type.
I'd like to ask you a few more questions about Ellison Wade, Mr. Sefton.
Yeah, I'd like to help, of course, but I've got to be somewhere.
We think you lied to us, Mr. Sefton. You didn't see Patrick Nealon with Ellison last night, did you?
Yeah, I did.
What do you keep in your shed, Mr. Sefton?
I've got a cat sleeps in there.
Helen! Think there's someone in there!
You've got no right.
It's all right, Ellison. I'm coming, darling. You all right? There we go. We'll just get you up, yeah? Just get you up. Lean your head forward a little bit. Get this off. There.
I wasn't going to hurt her.
Eric Sefton, I'm arresting you for the abduction of Ellison Mary Wade. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so. What you say, maybe give her an evidence.
You saw that picture of her, all tattered up. I didn't like it. I wanted to take her home, have a chat, only she wouldn't stop crying. I had to do something, didn't I?
Oh, how's Ellison now?
I was still very shocked. It seems Sefton clouted her hard. She can't remember too much.
Any idea why he did it?
I don't know. I mean, Jeanette chucks him out. The girls invite him to a party. Allison's kind to him. He flips. Who knows, you know?
Good job we didn't spend too much time on Mr. Nealon, eh?
Yeah, well, Suzi's already had a go at me about that. Don't rub it in.
I've done it myself, you know.
What?
On an attempted murder case, judge told the jury to disregard the defendant's confession. Said I'd used oppressive tactics and the confession was unsafe. I reckon on account of that, a guilty man got to walk.
Yeah, right.
I'm not making the same mistake again, Alan, and nor is anyone else if I can help it.
So you're with Suzi on this interview technique thing, are you?
If it works, use it.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Sefton, sit down.
Oh, yeah. I see.
You know what the dealers are using up north? Assault rifles, semi-automatics, automatics.
Not on our patch.
Well, there's crack, the rest will follow. Bulletproof vests, latest fashion accessory.
Jim on the corner.
It's like we're in business.
It's not one of our non-dealers.
Well, he's not waiting for a bus either.
Lines from Morgan.
I see 3 males, Tosh, opposite you on the corner.
Yeah, got him. Do you want us to move in?
Hold it there, Tosh, will you? We'll wait for his first customer.
OK, Sarge. Problem, George?
Yes, sir. He's had his mobile phone stolen from his car.
Parked outside my business in broad daylight.
Mr. Hawkins, isn't it? Gatley Road Neighbourhood Watch?
Right, and I haven't come all the way down here to sign bits of paper. I want to see some action.
We do need to complete a sheet for the crime book.
I'll tell you what you can do with your blooming forms. I want to see your so-called community liaison officer.
I'm afraid Chief Inspector Conway is out on other business. I can't tell you when he'll be back.
Well, somebody's going to listen to what I've got to say, because I'm not leaving here until they do.
Here we go.
Lines from Morgan.
Sarge.
OK, let's go for it.
Got company.
Get up! Hey! Stop, police!
Got him!
Get him!
Sarah Oscar from DS Morgan.
Go on, mate! Get out of the way! Come on, mate! Come here! Don't go there! Come here! Come on! Hey! Come... Leave it, Jim, leave it.
You got a good look at his attacker?
Back view only, Sarge. He could make the high jump for the next Olympics.
Most likely another dealer defending his patch.
Who needs a gun when a beer bottle will do?
Did the victim have any ID on him?
Well, let's try witnesses. Someone must know him.
Around here, they won't queue up to grass on a crack dealer.
What about the kid that Suzi chased?
Yeah, he's our best hope if we can find him. Tosh, will you go with him to St Hughes?
Right, Sarge, but I don't think he's going to do a lot of talking.
Have you any idea how many car break-ins we've had these last few weeks?
I can't tell you offhand, but we do keep records.
I keep my own records. I've a file this thick back in my office.
You know the size of the problem. You'll also appreciate that I have a limited number of officers at my disposal.
So where are they, these officers?
Your neighbourhood is regularly patrolled, as are all the residential estates in our sector.
You mean you send a panda car around once every couple of hours? Think that's going to stop these thieving bastards?
Mr. Hawkins, I have to make what I consider to be the best use of my resources and manpower. You can't expect special treatment if it means that other areas will be left at greater risk.
There's no point in carrying on this conversation. I can see I'm wasting my time.
I'm sorry you feel that way. You can rest assured that your case won't just be filed away and forgotten.
Wouldn't think nothing.
Nothing doing, Sarge. Nobody saw or heard anything.
Tim's not having much luck either.
No, and nobody wants to risk a return visit from our mate with a beer bottle.
Gary.
Hi, Sarge. I got that idea of the kid you wanted. Anyway, reckons he saw him run past. Apparently, he used to do the evening paper round.
Name?
Keith Scott. Address on the Cutthorne estate.
Cheers, Gary. Jim? Let's see if we can find him.
Oh, mate. Cheers.
Ah, Doctor.
It doesn't look too good, I'm afraid. He's got a serious skull fracture and there could be internal bleeding.
Thanks.
The paramedics took those from his mouth. I'm no great expert, but it looks like crack to me.
Yeah. Must have been smacked on the head before he could swallow them. Did they find anything else?
Only a small amount of cash.
Not one of your big-time dealers?
And this, stuffed in his inside pocket. They're a very thorough team, still. It's a payslip in the name of a Benjamin Ellis.
Hawkins Restorations Limited. Well, look, thanks very much. I'll go round there and see what I can find.
Afternoon. Is your mum or dad in?
What do you want to know for?
Well, I'm DS Morgan and this is DC Carver. Do you mind if we come in?
My mum's gone away and she's staying with me auntie, and my dad don't live here no more.
You Keith Scott's sister?
I'm Debbie.
You're here on your own, Debbie?
Like, I'm 16 and I can look after myself. What's Keith been up to?
Well, we'd just like to ask him a few questions.
Well, he's not here neither, and I don't know where he's gone.
Well, if we take a look around.
I'll just take a little look upstairs, OK?
Oi! Oi! Ew, what's all this? You can't search in here without a warrant.
Is this Keith's room? Keith? It's the police! Can we have a word?
Kind of you to give up your valuable time, Mr. Conway.
Had another mobile stolen this morning.
If you're just going to repeat what your inspector's already told me, you might as well save your breath.
Yes, well, we do understand your concern, Mr. Hawkins.
For all your talk, the problem's just getting worse. You won't forget to test those, will you? These kids, they come out here, they just take what they want. There's nothing safe anymore.
Well, fighting crime is like managing any other business. We have to make the most efficient use of our limited resources.
Yeah, so tell me something I don't already know.
We have strong evidence that suggests a link between the recent increase in thefts and the drug problem.
Hardly a state secret.
Mobiles are an easy source of income for drug use. If we concentrate our efforts on the dealers, we're also helping in the fight against car crimes.
If these vermin want to take drugs, that's not my problem. I just want them kept off our streets.
Yes, well, I'm sure we can achieve that, Mr. Hawkins, with your cooperation.
If Keith Scott's out killing time, maybe we should try the shopping precincts.
It's a bit of a long shot, isn't it?
You got any other ideas?
What's that?
What's that he's got with him? Hold it, police! DS Morgan, this is DC Carver. What's in the bag?
What's it to you? What do you want if I have a look? What's this for? Dollar pizza?
What's your name?
Keith Scott. Do you live on the Copthorne, Keith?
What about this?
Tuning the video.
Keith Scott, I'm arresting you on suspicion of handling stolen goods. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence.
That's just for starters. Come on.
We'll have to consider all the options at our next meeting.
Have you got a date?
As soon as I can fix it. Like I said, Mr. Conway, we're just about... Sir, can you come out of the way, please?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Josh?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter?
It's all right, sir. I'm not looking for you. Are you the manager?
Yes, this is Mr. Hawkins.
I'm DC Lyons.
What's this all about?
Do you employ a youth called Benjamin Ellis?
Yeah, he's one of my new trainees. You'll not find him here today. He's only part-time.
Do you have his home address?
That's his father, Jacob Ellis. Why do you want to know?
Could I have a word with Mr. Ellis?
Hold on, hold on. If you're going to speak to one of my employees, I want to know the reason why.
Benjamin's been attacked. His father needs to know that he's seriously ill in hospital.
Sarge, here's a list of numbers from Keith Scott's mobile.
There's not much to go on here, is there?
No. There's only about a dozen names stored in the memory. All of them look like first names or aliases.
I've checked the cards, can't find any match.
So that sounds right about where we started.
I've faxed the list to Area Drug Squad. They may be able to give us something.
Yes, but when?
No, we can't wait around for that. Come on, Jim, let's see what Keith's got to give us.
Mr. Ellis, they're doing all they can to help your son.
Oh, he's a strong boy, Benjamin. He won't give in easy.
Did you know he was mixed up in the drug scene?
Show me one kid who doesn't take drugs.
Benjamin's more than just a user. We've evidence he was dealing in crack. There were a couple of rocks found in his mouth and they brought him in. We were watching him this morning in Regis Street. He was halfway through a deal when he was assaulted.
What does that matter now? So long as he lives.
The man who put him in here is still out on the streets. It might be you could help us to find him. Did he have any enemies? Somebody with a grudge against him? Maybe it was another dealer.
Ain't no good asking me. I ain't got no answers.
So, Keith, you say you used this piece of equipment for tuning your video?
Yeah,
And that's what you were doing in the car park?
that's right, yeah. It's remote control, see, works from a distance.
Come on, Keith, this gadget has only one use.
What's that then?
Beating car alarms and central locking systems.
No, I never knew that.
Possession of one of these for criminal use makes you liable to prosecution. And with your criminal record, the courts won't need much persuading.
And we've got all the evidence we need.
All right then. Just charge me and let me go.
Yeah, but you weren't just out stealing cars. You had other business.
What are you talking about?
At about 3 o'clock this afternoon, you were in Regis Street. You went there to buy crack from Benjamin Ellis.
I wasn't nowhere near Regis Street.
We were there watching you. We saw everything.
And while you were talking to him, he was attacked and seriously injured by another man. Now, you know who this man is, don't you?
I'm telling you, I wasn't there. You've made a mistake.
No, I don't think so. Benjamin Ellis is seriously ill in hospital, and you were there when he was attacked.
Didn't get anywhere with Mr. Hawkins.
Still impersonating a brick wall?
He's calling a meeting of his committee. My concern is that he's going to try and solve the problem his own way.
And set up his own private army?
Nah, he won't go that far. But there are plenty of people like Hawkins on our patch. When they lose faith in our policing, it's time for us to start worrying.
If they want to pay more taxes, we'll give them more officers.
But we need a quick fix, Andrew. Any chance of a few extra patrols? Might just take the heat out of the situation before it gets out of hand.
And where do I find these extra patrols?
Apply your organisational skills, Andrew. I'm sure you'll find a way.
So, you expect me to organise my team to suit Mr. Hawkins?
Just do what you can, Andrew, all right? Might just save us all a lot of grief in the long run.
Sir, you know Benjamin Ellis is on the critical list?
Right, yeah. Keep me informed about that.
So how long have you been taking crack, Keith? 6 months? A year? Or was this going to be your first time?
Look at me. I'm not a crackhead.
Oh, so you think you're too clever to get hooked?
Get smart, Keith, before it's too late. Tell us what happened.
I keep telling you. I wasn't there.
I'll tell you what I think happened. You used your mobile phone to fix up a meeting in Regis Street with Benjamin Ellis. But before you could finish the deal, someone else came along. Another dealer. Someone you recognised. And you were off on your toes as fast as you could scarper.
Come on. You're making this up.
Or maybe it didn't happen like that at all. Maybe you and this other dealer had it all planned out. You arranged to meet Benjamin, you had him in the right place at the right time, and your mate was waiting for him with a bottle.
That would make you just as guilty of assault as the man who used the bottle. If Benjamin Ellis dies, it could be murder.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Why don't you tell us the truth?
You were in Regis Street. Keith, there were 4 of us there watching. We all saw you.
Yeah, maybe I was.
And you did meet Benjamin Ellis.
I didn't go there to meet nobody. I was just walking down the road.
We saw you stop and talk to him!
Yeah. Yeah, I remember now. I stopped and asked a guy the time. I didn't know who he was. I'd never seen him before.
So why did you run off?
Some other guy comes along and starts pushing him about. I didn't want no part of it, so I cleared off. That's the truth, honest.
OK, Keith, forget about why you were in Regis Street or what you said to Benjamin Ellis. All we want is the name of the man who attacked him.
Listen, I never seen him before in my life. I don't know his name.
He's not a bad boy. You understand? There's no wickedness inside of him. All the time he was at school, he was never in any trouble. He played for the football team. He worked hard for his exams. He wanted to go to college, be a teacher.
So when did it all go wrong?
When his mother died, he took it very badly. He started going out to clubs. They're always on the lookout for kids like Benjamin. You know who I mean? The big men, the dealers. They take him for driving the fast car, make him feel like he was one of them. They give him crack. Then he started to go back for more.
Did you realise this was happening?
He began stealing to get money to pay his dealer. He took things from the house. I tried to reason with him. I got him a job at the workshop so he wouldn't steal. But it was too late. The crack had already got him.
You know the name of his dealer?
He don't tell me no names. Better not to ask.
But you knew he'd started dealing for himself?
Okay. So he sells a little bit. He don't want to be rich. He just wants money to buy more crack. That's all he ever thinks about, day and night.
So why do you think he was attacked?
You know what it's like out there on the streets. When a youngster like Benjamin tries to sell something, sooner or later he's bound to tread on somebody's toes. I tried to warn him. I tried to tell him that this would happen. He don't listen to me. I'm just his father.
Take a seat.
I've arranged our committee meeting for tonight. You said you wanted to know about it.
Well, I admire your efficiency, Mr. Hawkins. I wish I could get things to move as quickly in my department.
I believe in the free market. If a firm doesn't deliver the goods, you shop around.
Dundas Security Limited. So you're thinking of using a private security firm?
All options, Chief Inspector. I'm going to recommend this firm to my committee. And in the circumstances, I'm sure they'll accept my recommendation.
I've got kids of my own. 3 girls, 2 boys. None of them what you call budding geniuses. You try and drum some sort of sense into them sometimes, but most of the time comes straight out again. Maybe there is nothing they can do for Benjamin. But we might stop it happening to somebody else. Who knows? He could be my son in there one day.
Last night when I come home, there's a man waiting outside. He says he's looking for Benjamin.
Did he say what?
No. But I could tell this wasn't no social call. You know what I mean?
Who was he?
I don't know him, big guy. He says to tell Benjamin Ziggy wants him.
Ziggy?
That's all he said, just Ziggy.
Jim, have you got that list of names?
Help yourself, Sarge. You might as well go through the whole London phone directory.
There is Ziggy.
Could be anybody.
No, we just had word from Tosh at St. Hugh's. Benjamin Ellis had a visit yesterday from a man calling himself Ziggy. Sounds like he could be our man with a bottle.
I mean, if the name's on Keith's mobile, that's got to be more than a coincidence.
Well, it's not much use if you can't identify him. There is no Ziggy on the cards.
Well, what about the number on the list?
It's another mobile. Look, the chances are it's probably nicked, so there's no way of tracing it.
So we're still left chasing our tails?
Look, that doesn't tell us where we can find him.
OK, Jim, all we can do is give the drug squad another shout. I mean, if he's our man, someone there might know him.
Do you mind if I come along and speak to your meeting?
Feel free. But if you want us to hear you out, you'll have to offer us more than a few extra patrols.
Could you bear with me for 10 minutes?
Hold on, Chief Inspector. I've got something for you. Benjamin Ellis. After your visit this afternoon, took a look in his locker. I'm surprised you didn't think to search it for yourselves.
And this is what you found?
I don't know what it is. I thought you might be interested.
Suzi's just spoken to D.I. Haynes at Area. Ziggy is a known alias for Solomon Gentry, one of their targeted suppliers.
Great. It's time we had another word with Keith.
If it's our man's description, he and his associates are suspected of running a series of crack houses. They've been on his trail for the past few months.
Ellis must have been treading on his coattails.
Well, perhaps you were right, Jim. I mean, Ziggy may have used Keith Scott to set up Ellis.
Joe! Benjamin Ellis's boss found this in his locker at the workshop. Can't be sure till it's been to the lab, but no prizes for guessing.
Must be close on half an ounce of crack.
Yeah, 700-800 quid's worth.
Benjamin obviously thought it was a safe place to stash it. Seems he was right.
Somewhere Ziggy wouldn't find it.
Somewhere you wouldn't find it.
Yeah, so he ends up with a fractured skull.
Come on, let's go and get Keith. Cheers. Well, let's go back to Regis Street, shall we? You saw a man threaten Benjamin Ellis. Why did you run away?
I told you. Didn't want no trouble.
But it was Benjamin he was threatening, not you.
I thought there was going to be a fight. I wanted to keep out of it.
Do you know Solomon Gentry? His mates call him Ziggy.
Never heard of him.
Keith, his name's in here. We had the memory checked out. Is he a good friend of yours? Or is he just your dealer?
I don't know him.
I think you do. And you knew he was after Benjamin.
No.
We know from your mobile that the last person you spoke to was Ziggy.
You were setting it up, weren't you? Ziggy asked you to arrange a meeting with Benjamin. You planned the whole assault together.
Oh, this is all lies.
Keith, Benjamin Ellis is fighting for his life. Now, this could soon become a murder investigation, and if it does, it won't be my case anymore. I'll pass it on to somebody else. If you've got anything to tell me, now's the time.
He made me do it. He said he'd grass on me if I never. Get me and Debbie chucked out.
Who?
Ziggy. He told me to set up a deal with Benjamin in Regis Street.
Why was Ziggy after Benjamin?
Benjamin owed him some gear. He'd started dealing for himself on Ziggy's patch. Look, it was Ziggy's fight, not mine. I didn't know he was going to kill him.
Can you tell us where we can find Ziggy?
I can't do that. He finds out, he'll kill me.
All right. Interview ends at...
Wait. There's a place he uses. A crack house.
Where?
Down Canberra Road. Number 12.
Is Ziggy there now?
That's all I know. I want someone in here with me.
Are you asking to see a solicitor?
Yeah. I want a brief.
Sarge.
WPC Croft enters. Interview ends at 17:13.
I just had a call from Tosh. Ellis is dead.
Mr. Ellis, we think this man Ziggy murdered your son. It might help us if you'd be willing to come in and make a statement.
Might as well get it over with. Nothing left for me here.
Area drug squad have been playing cat and mouse with Gentry and his cronies. As fast as they've tracked down one crack house, they've moved on to another.
You should score a few brownie points for getting the latest address.
Yeah, if it's confirmed. I'll brief the DCI as soon as he's back, then it's down to Amip. It's time Gentry was off the street.
Joe, this is Benjamin's boss, Mr. Hawkins, DS Morgan.
I do.
You've been doing your own detective work.
I thought I'd search the locker myself. Save you the trouble.
Well, they'll be sending someone else down to make another search. Benjamin Ellis died a few minutes ago.
Don't expect me to shed any tears. I dare say he got what he deserved.
Young man's life cut short. Surely that's worth a few regrets, whatever the circumstances.
Not in my book. You ought to leave these addicts to murder each other. Save you the trouble of arresting them. Jacob. If you want to take a couple of days off...
I'll be back at work tomorrow, Mr. Hawkins.
I'm not going down for murder. I never touched him.
It's time to start counting your blessings, Keith. Number one, you're still alive.
Under or over?
Under. See if we can rake up a few dossers before they get comfy for the night.
You should have been a social worker.
Sierra Oscar from 340. Urgent assistance. We've got
shots in the subway under Shadwell Corner.
Pass it to the yard, please.
Sierra 1's still tied up, Sarge.
Okay.
Shadwell Corner.
Yep, received, Dave. Any sign of any weapons? Get MP, please, Jim.
Nothing so far.
Okay, I'll make sure the yard's picked it up for the ARV. No heroics, okay.
Sierra 85, show us assisting Sarge. Sierra 1, free and on way, Oscar.
I'll check the exit.
All right, mate, look. Okay, look, just take it easy, all right? Where does it hurt?
Wow. My leg.
Yeah. All right.
I'm in a leg. I'm gonna bleed to death.
No, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Look, what I need to do is I just want to take a closer look at your leg.
Nothing, Dave.
Okay. Look, call for an ambulance so I can give us a hand, yeah?
Oscar from 218. Can we have an ambulance?
Right, what I need to do is, I'm just going to apply a little bit of pressure on the bleeding, right? Just to stop it bleeding on your leg here, all right? All right? Okay, so just take it easy. All right, you're doing all right. You're going to be all right. George, just loosen his clothing for us so he can breathe, okay? Okay, you're going to be all right. Let's come dressed for it.
Body armour.
Cole Paston, flat 57, Stanby House.
That's the Maycroft, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Len Paston's brother.
Yeah, right pair of lethal London 21s they are.
Go with him, George. Let me know as soon as the doctor's had a look.
OK, sir.
Any word on some backup, Ray? We've got a lot of ground to cover here.
RT car should be with you.
Well back, please make way for the stretcher. Make way. We can take over and bring it over. You're right. You're right. Try it up there. Move back.
Sergeant Eddie Hampton, sir. My partner, PC Adler.
A young lad got shot down in the subway. Multiple injuries. Could have died, except he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Moss side comes to Sun Hill.
I sincerely hope not.
Anyone spot the bandits?
And my people are on the scene quickly. No sign of suspects or weapons. We've sealed off most of the exits.
What's happening?
One IC3 male, serious gunshot wounds. No suspects, no weapons, no witnesses so far.
Anybody we know?
Carl Paston, brother of Len. I know them by reputation. Tosh has had some dealings with them. I thought you'd want to be called, sir.
Well, if he's crack related, it's better men on the ground floor. So what did Brother Len have to say for himself?
Haven't been able to find him yet. Uniform are checking out the address.
Who did they buy the stuff off?
Tosh said Harry Wilmot.
Well, maybe Harry's out issuing final demands to his crack creditors.
Doesn't think so, Gov. He's been up the road all day, got 3 months for possession.
What's the name?
Carl Paston. He's got a mother and a brother.
Oh, no, mothers are the worst. You're never quite sure how they're going to take it.
Yeah, and the brothers are both animal crackers, so stay on your toes.
Good evening, sir. We're from Sun Hill. This is...
Come off me! Just got some news for you, that's all.
Doesn't look too promising, does it?
I've got one other angle on the brothers, Gov. Apart from the crack habit, they share a woman, Marcia Gentry. Carl and Len are both fathers of her children. Might be worth a visit, see if she knows anything.
Maybe. How's it going?
We're struggling for witnesses. One old soak who's saying he was pushed off the pavement by a lad running out the subway.
Could have been last Tuesday on Planet X, though, Gov.
Go ahead, June.
Sergeant Cryer asked me to let you know.
And no more from our lot.
They're still doing the shops and overlooking flats.
No obvious motive either. The victim had cash in his pockets.
So what?
Well, the brothers probably shot each other, Gov.
I thought the family were more or less all these people cared about.
Except Carl's dad's a pimp down West London, and Len's is doing a stretch for armed robbery at an old people's home.
And Len's dad's white. Bad news if you live on the Maycroft. Hi, Wendy. Is Marcia in?
I thought you'd come.
Yeah?
Earlier on...
Shut it, Wendy! I warned you. Mind your own business, not other people's.
Hi, Marcia. Had some trouble?
She's just a stirrer.
Where's Pam?
Greece. Social services were supposed to send someone in at night, but...
So how's hostel life?
I'm getting used to it.
And the kids?
Beautiful.
What about the proud fathers?
Carl and Lenny?
Who broke the window?
I don't know. Tea?
Yeah, thanks. And the lip? Marcia, Carl was shot this evening. He's in a serious condition. Any idea what happened?
No.
It could be attempted murder. Look, it's on record how the brothers treat you, even since you moved in here.
I'm still not stupid enough to shoot the crazy scumbag.
I know that, but we're short on leads. My boss could just take one look at the facts.
They were here earlier. Left about 8.
Just Carl and Len?
Yeah.
What did they want?
What do you think?
Money.
I wouldn't give them it.
Marcia, Carl was wearing state-of-the-art body armour when we found him. Who's he scared of?
Who isn't he? The both of them are too paranoid to walk down the street half the time in case they meet somebody they'd done over the night before.
What about Harry Wilmot? He's their dealer, isn't he?
He's banged up, though.
Yeah, I know, but you said the other day you thought the brothers might have tried to contact Harry's supplier, the white lawyer.
Always the white man at the top shaking the monkeys, yeah?
Look, do you think it could have been one of Harry's mates warning them off? You don't seem very surprised about Carl.
Is that a joke, Sally? That's what happens to crackheads. They get beat up, banged up, or they die.
Hello. Oh, he's gonna get it done.
After you, man. There's a door at the end of the passage.
He says he knows nothing about it.
Who's the black bitch? We won't start from there, Mr.
D.I. Johnson.
Oh, Bill!
You know DC lines. The officers have told you what's happened to your brother, Mr. Paston. Where have you been tonight?
Home, sweet home.
All evening.
You heard me.
So you haven't seen Marcia, then?
Maybe I dropped by there.
Why did you try to run away from the officers earlier?
Gut reaction. Now, if you're not arresting me, will you bacons kindly leave this establishment?
Okay.
Come on.
Bye-bye, switch bitch. Do you remember the days of slavery? Mind your smart black attitude, Bean. You could be working the streets for me next week.
And you mind your mouth, white boy.
You finished with us then, Gov?
Yeah, thanks, mate. We're going to need a body in the hospital, Andrew.
It's sorted. Get anywhere with the family?
The brothers were together at Marcia Gentry's place for an hour or so before the incident. That's about it.
What about Dirty Harry?
Well, Harry's a flash gear, but he's not stupid. Carl's worth a lot more to him in debt than dead.
Which begs the question.
Right, I'll get my people off back to the Nick if that's okay, sir. We're on quick changeover.
Yeah, and we'll wrap it up as well. Okay, everybody, go home, get some sleep. We'll get stuck in again tomorrow morning.
Well?
Well, at the moment, it feels like the blind leading the partially sighted.
No bright ideas, then?
Yeah. Why don't we let them have their war, then come back and pick up the survivors?
Earth to Carl.
We just need to know who shot your son. Then we'll leave.
Search me.
Well, so it was just some bloke on the street, was it?
Some paracat. Couldn't see his face.
So this bloke just walked up and popped you one? Didn't like the cut of your jib?
Yeah. Came up behind me.
What's with the bulletproof vest, Carl?
Style, innit?
Was your brother with you last night?
No.
Look, all right. You tell us what the problem is and maybe we can help it go away. You know what I mean?
You radicks know nothing. Know what I mean? Maybe World War III's starting out here, but old Bill won't hear about it till it's all over.
All right. And you're the first casualty, yeah?
My leg hurts. I want a nurse.
Do yourself a favour for a change, Carl. This isn't Street Fighter 2, you know. You don't grow another head if someone turns it into tomato sauce.
Listen, I ain't saying nothing. More than my life is worth.
Hello, Wendy.
Over there. I don't want no one to see us.
Okay.
You didn't tell me about Carl last night.
I didn't know you knew him.
Yeah, well, I do. He's my friend.
So?
Brothers found out about Marcia and Harry. That's what the fight was about. And she had a gun.
Hang on. Marcia had a gun?
I think Harry gave it her. She was shouting about it. How she'd pull the trigger.
Hold on, Wendy. Are you saying that Marcia
was screwing Harry? It's obvious. He's been to the hostel loads of times. Like always when the social worker isn't in. And maybe that's not all she's done for him either.
What do you mean by that, Wendy?
Business. I don't know exactly. Look, everything I'm saying is true.
It's all right, I believe you. So Carl and Len fought with Marcia last night about Harry. Then Marcia got out a gun, yeah? Then what happened?
There was a lot of shouting. They were calling her names. Then they took off. the brothers. And she went out a bit later.
Why didn't you tell me all this last night?
She'd have killed me! Anyway, that's when I heard what happened to Carl.
Wendy, are you saying you think Marcia went after Carl and shot him?
She's got Harry now, hasn't she? High class. She doesn't want the brothers around. And she had the gun.
You don't like Marcia very much, do you, Wendy?
She's a slag. And she'll go to hell like it says in the Bible.
Did you actually see Marcia with this gun last night?
No.
Then what exactly?
But I know where she keeps it.
An ammunition clip.
See?
Hello, Marcia.
You're in trouble now, you evil cow.
Keep an eye on the boys. I want to know who shot Carl last night.
Well, I didn't. Other than that, I couldn't tell you.
Come on, Marcia, this is me. Not some PC redneck out of his pram.
So what?
Okay. Marcia Gentry, I must caution you, you don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. This yours?
No.
Harry Wilmot's?
How should I know?
Where's the gun that was in here?
What gun?
The gun you threatened Carl and Lem with last night.
Who'd you get that from?
They must have been well pissed off. Mother of their children caught giving it to their dealer.
Where'd you get off? You've been listening to sweet little sister Wendy.
Are you denying you pulled a gun on them?
Wendy's full of bull, Sally. She's got it in for me because she thinks Carl's her baby's father.
That still doesn't explain this.
Well, I can't.
What is it with you, Marcia? I thought you wanted to change your life. Is it loyalty? Is it okay for the brothers to rape, rob and abuse you so long as they honour their macho attachment to their flesh and blood?
Get off my back!
And is it okay for Harry to do pretty much the same thing so long as he pays you for it?
You can't tell me how to run my...
Or are you protecting Harry, is that it? Why? Because he loves you? What else do you do for him, Marcia?
Isn't any of your business what I do for him?
Where'd you get the stereo from and the clothes for the kids? Carl and Lem rip off your benefit book for crack whenever they turn up.
I take in washing.
Now you're messing me about.
Makes a change, doesn't it? It's usually the other way round.
You better wise up, Marcia, because if you're involved in this, and I think you are, you're gonna need me.
Oh yeah, that's a joke. What you gonna do? Get the brothers off my back? Give me money for my kids? Improve my quality of life?
No, that's your lookout.
Yeah, that's right, sister. It's my lookout.
What's this then, mate? Special delivery?
Yeah, kind of.
Mr. Cato's fan mail. Sarge.
How was your tour of local gun runners? Spot any faces?
Nah. Groids all look the same to me anyway. So, who's in with the head girl then?
Oh, the DCI and Postman Pat.
Oh, where's his black and white cat?
I brought a Browning in instead.
Is that our weapon?
Yeah, could be. The postie turned up to empty a box near the subway. Caught a bloke trying to jemmy it open.
Good description.
Yeah, spot on for Len Paston.
For the tape, I'm showing Mr. Len Paston exhibit RS1, a Browning high-powered pistol. Do you recognise that, Len?
Yeah, it's a Bucky.
And what else?
The one they used on my brother.
That's right. Who's they?
How did you know it was in the postbox?
I chased the bloke who dumped it.
And he was the one who shot your brother?
I didn't see any faces.
So if we check this gun for prints, yours wouldn't be on it. Is that right, Len? All right, let's go from the top, shall we? Yesterday evening, you and Carl went to Marcia's.
Yeah, the bitch.
Why'd you say that?
You left together and you went where?
Around.
I'd try and remember if I were you, Len. You're in big trouble.
Okay, okay. Me and Carl, we're going to the club, you know. We're down in the subway, just walking along.
And suddenly there's footsteps. It's like there's a posse coming, but like we're in the middle of the tunnel and they're coming in from both directions. Now listen, man, listen. They come round the corner, 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many they were, and this one boy, he says, this is a warning. And he pulls out the matic and pop! My brother Carl goes down.
Then what?
Then there was like a struggle. And this one boy, he dropped the matic as he ran out. I pick it up. I was so steamed up and I chase after him, but he was fast, man. I couldn't catch him. Then I heard a siren, so I dump it.
So he didn't dump it, you did?
Yeah.
And why didn't you go back for your brother?
There were radix flying about everywhere.
You went back for the gun?
Worth good money, innit?
You see, I don't believe you, Len. I think you show all this on television. And right now, you're the only person we've got who's connected with this weapon.
Look, these boys, maybe I seen one of them with Harry.
Why would Harry want to hurt Carl?
Business.
Come on, Len, what business? How do we know you're not making all this up?
You asked that floozy Marcia.
Yeah, well, we already did, and she's given us a rather different story.
Oh, yeah, and you believe her?
Why shouldn't we believe her?
'Cause that whore's been washing his coke, you know. You ask her. Her and Harry in business together. You don't believe me? Go ask her yourself, chap.
Push it in.
Let's go. Yeah, right. 1, 2, 3.
What are you doing? We've got a warrant to search these premises, Wendy. Upstairs, please, lads.
Yeah.
What's going on? You can't come in here. What about my kids?
Where are they? First left, Tosh.
They're in the kitchen having their dinner.
Then we'll do that last. Over here. Joe, DS Morgan's gonna search you.
Why are you doing this?
Now, you've got two choices, Marcia. You can either tell us where the gear is or wait till we find it ourselves. It's up to you.
Don't know what you mean.
No more bull, Marcia.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Love.
Joe, I've left my pocketbook in the bedroom. Would you get it for me, please?
Carl?
Talk to me, Marcia.
Why?
Because we're due at the Nick in about 10 minutes, and then you'll be talking to my boss.
What about my kids?
Social services will find him a bed for the night, unless you can tell me something that makes a difference.
Like what?
OK, I'll spell it out for you. We've got Len at the Nick, more or less accusing you of conspiring with Harry to shoot Carl. Now, I don't think it's the truth, but my boss is going along with it. You had the gun and the motive. And since we found that stuff, Len's story's looking stronger all the time. Now, if you want me to help you, you've got about 2 minutes to tell me what really happened last night.
I didn't shoot anyone, neither did Harry.
That's not enough, Marcia.
I washed some coke for Harry, all right? He paid me well. It was my escape from Carl and Len. My new start in life.
It's illegal.
I don't screw Harry, whatever Wendy thinks. I don't do crack and I don't sell it. I just...
Wash his dirty laundry.
You're
Listen to me. Right now, I'm the only friend you've got.
Harry gave me the gun a few weeks back. He didn't want it in his flat. Last night, Carl and Len came in all hyped up because someone had told them that I was doing business for Harry and they wanted the money.
What about the gun?
I'd had enough. Can't you understand that? I wanted them to know they couldn't push me around.
The gun, Marcia.
Len took it off me, gave me a pasting, and they left.
Then what?
You won't like it.
Come on!
Carl said they were arguing. He wanted to swap the gun for rocks. Len wanted to hold someone up with it. Carl told him he was a dumb white boy.
Just like his dad.
A lot of people G Len up about it. He's paranoid. So he gets the gun out to shut Carl up, and Carl won't stop.
So Len shoots Carl, just for winding him up?
For that, for Harry, for disrespecting him. He lost it, you know?
And that's it?
Bob, is the DI back yet?
No, sir. Oh, there you are.
You took your time.
Traffic was terrible.
Bob, you book another body in?
My pleasure, sir.
Sir, can I have a word first, please?
Yeah, all right. Joe?
Gov, she's really come across. I'd like to help her.
Well, let's get a charge first, shall we? What have you got?
The truth, I think.
Which is?
Len shot Carl in a fit of paranoid rage. Carl will cover for him if necessary.
So it's a domestic.
Fine, well, we can all go home safe in that knowledge then.
Be happy, Sally. You've got a result. And we know where the brothers are if they try anything else. So we won't be mopping gangland blood off the high street tomorrow.